The Crafty Boss Bag, and for the newbies, the crafters who just starting out, not too sure about what to do, I wanted to give you a bonus video showing you kind of quickly, but not too fast, how to go into Canva and create your table tray design so that you can do my no epoxy method, right? Now it's real simple. Hopefully you have basic Canva skills. The first thing you want to do is you want to open up Canva. Now I'm gonna start from scratch just so you can see how I do this, okay? So first of all, we're gonna make me do that. All right, boom. So we're gonna open up Canva. You're going to go over here to custom size. Now, we're using a repositional poster from either Walgreens or CVS. So once you go to create a design, you're going to go to custom size right here in the corner. Up here at the top, you got your width and you got your height and you got the units. You want to make sure you change the units from pixels to inches. The width is going to be 20 and your height is going to be 16. We're going to create a new design. This is what your tray table, well, this is what your repositional poster board will look like, okay? When you order your prints from Walgreens or CVS, you're going to order it using a 20 by 16 landscape image, right? Now, so we can make sure that your table tray matches, you want to go, we're going to take this canvas, our canvas is 20 by 16. We're going to go over here to elements. We're going to go down here and click frames. Then you're going to go to basic shapes and you're going to click a square. Now this square, we are going to remeasure to match our tray table. Now before I told you guys that the tray table, if you get it from Walmart, should measure 19 by 14.5. Let me make sure I'm telling you correctly. Yeah, 19 by 14.5. So what we want to do is we want to take this square, this new square, and we're going to change it to the size that we want to print out for our picture. So once you click basic shapes, it lands onto your white canvas. You want to make sure you go up here to position. You're going to go scroll down here to where it says advanced, and we're going to change the width to 19. We're going to tab over here to the height, and we're going to change that to 14.5. You're going to tab over, and we're going to lock it. We're going to lock it, okay? So again, once you go to elements, you go to frames, you select your square, you click, bring your square into the canvas. You're going to click your canvas, go to position. It's going to open up this tab. You're going to go all the way down to advanced. You're going to change the width to 19 inches. You're going to tab over to height and it'll be 14.5 inches. And then you're going to lock the ratio, which is basically locking up your square. Now we can design. So now you want to make sure that you move this around to make sure that it's centered. Once you have these pink lines going horizontal and vertically, then you know that your square is centered into the frame. All right, so boom. Now what we're going to do is I gave you 2 free designs. So now I'm going to show you how to take those designs and basically decorate your tray table. This is going to be like your mock-up for you. So you're going to go back into elements. Now it might look different for you, but let's see, this should be the freebie that you got, but hold on a second. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to go in there and find, what I'm going to do is pull up the free design that I gave you guys, and we're going to play around with that. So that's not it. Let me go to projects, designs. Let me find the content real quick. Pull it in so we can do this from scratch. Okay, so boom. Here is the football kit. So let's just say, for instance, this is the one that you guys have for free, right? So I'm going to go ahead and bring that into my canvas. And as you can see, all of the elements are changeable. They're editable, so you can make changes to it. All right. So once you click, once you get the PDF and you open up the file, it's going to open up a template in Canva, which you'll see this free template. You will have to go into home and create a whole separate page to create this 20 by 16 canvas so that you can create your design. So the link in the PDF is going to take you to something that looks like this. To make it easier, you want to go back to your home screen, go over here to custom size, type in 20 by 16, and we're going to do that route. If you missed it, just rewind this back and replay it from there. So now that we've got our free design, I'm going to go ahead and click right here, add a page, because I want to, we ain't got to really add the page. Let's do this. All right, so this is our free image, and we want to design this for our customer. But if you don't have a customer yet, this is your first time, then we want to make a nice design. Now, if you are real new, don't have any experience in Canva, the most important place you want to pay attention to is you want to pay attention to text. I'm over here on your left-hand side. You want to pay attention to text. You want to pay attention to elements. Now, what I want to do is I want to create a background, because if I were to paste this into there, our background it's not a complete background. So what I want to do, or what you could do, is go to elements, type in football stand, football stadium, and you can go to photos, and you can select one of these photos and make it your background image. So, and what I would recommend doing is, instead of going with the up and down shape, make sure you're selecting something that's going to be like that. All right. And make sure it's also football related. So I had used this one. So let's use this one because I like the way it looks. So once you decide on what design you want to pick from your elements tab, you're going to click it. It's going to automatically pop up onto your canvas. You're just going to take your mouse, wherever you move it, it's going to lock it in place, right? Then you're going to right click. You're going to go right up here to lock, or you can go right here. So your choices go right up here to lock, or you can click lock right here, and we're going to lock it. Lock a position and appearance. So we're going to lock that. So we're locking this because I don't want the backgrounds to move. What we're going to do is we're going to take these elements and we're just going to upload them up here, right? So we could start by, what we're going to start with. Click your canvas, go to position, go to layers. And what you could do is take all of these elements and bring them up to the front. So what we could do is we could take, I'm going to hit the shift on your keyboard, and I'm going to click the bottom. We're just going to click all of them. I don't want all of them to be clicked. Let's see. Let's start with that. No, that's up at the top. We'll start with this one. And we're just going to click all of them, go all the way down. We're going to click the background elements, and I'm going to bring them from the bottom canvas, and we're going to bring them to the top. So what I'm going to do, we didn't save it. Come on, friend. Try this again. Still ain't do it. Why are you not doing it? You should be able to click all of these and just bring it up to the top page, and then we can just manipulate like that, but it's not acting right. So let's try to group it. All right, there we go. So we grouped everything in the background. Now we're going to try to center it. And so that's what that looks like. So I'm going to ungroup it. I'm going to ungroup everything. And so this is what that background will look like. Like, you can keep it. You don't have to. Okay. Should be locked. So I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see. Position. Let's lock this background. So if you have problems where when you're trying to add elements from your second page to your first page, and it gives you what it just did, like it didn't do it. I didn't do it. It did it before. See that right there? We're going to go ahead and lock that background by touching our canvas, going to position, should already be in layers, and we want to lock that background. So I'm going to lock it so that it doesn't move. There we go. So the whole purpose of using edible templates is basically drag and drop. So let's say if I had some, let's just say for instance, this is my football player. Well, you're going to pretend this is someone that reached out to you and said, hey, I want you to make a picture with my son. He plays for, this team, and I want him to be on this image. And let's just say that's him. Let's go ahead and we've added his picture. You're just simply going to change the name. So we're going to change the name. So let's just say his name is James Smith Jr. And say, for instance, you're like, well, I don't like that color. You can just go up here to effects and you could change the color. So let's just say his team was red. You could just change the color depending on what they have. And if you feel like you don't like that color, you want to go back to the color that it was prior, then you go straight all the way up to the top and you'll click the undo button and it'll take you back to the original look. So we're not using, let's just say, for example, these are our pictures. You're just going to add them to the background. And again, your customer will be the one giving you these pictures. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to position them in the back. So I go to position, go to arrange, and it has my character highlighted. I'm going to click back, because I want him behind. He's our main focus. I want him behind. Then I'm going to take this other guy, make sure he's squared off. That means I got him captured. Back. Because again, I want him behind our football player, right? Make him a little big. All right, so I kind of want them to match. Bring him over some because you want to make sure when you're making these images, you want to make sure that you keep your images closer to the center and not all the way on the edge for it to get cut off, just in case you do have that issue. All right, so there we go. Make sure the name is centered. You could use this if you wanted to. I'm not. But just, when you are designing for your customer, they're going to give you the photos and it's basically up to you to just plug them in. And you just want to make sure that you're putting them in the background neatly. You want to have a main focus and then you can either, like these photos, if you go up here to transparency, they've just been turned down. So they could look like that. But because I don't want them to be the main focus of the project, we just gonna shade them. And that's still a good look, right? Now you see how some of his foot is cut off? What you could do is take some of this, like go up there position, go to layers, and you could take some of this fog and you could like duplicate it, make it smaller. And this is what I usually do. I take shadows and that's how I cover up. Like they have, just like if you can't see their feet. I don't like it to look like that. I don't like to look cut off. And then right here, you're able to change that. So if you wanted it to be white, it could be white. However you want to color it, right? And then you're probably saying, well, how do I hide it? I don't like that in the background. You could just take your mascot and let's just say maybe that's not the mascot. You could go up here to Google. See, you go up here to Google and you can type in like Bulldogs, PNG, mascot. There's mascots inside of Canva as well. But let's just say I wanted to use this image, right? Now, just food for thought, when you go online and you're looking for images, PNG images, you want to make sure that the images are giving you a quality of at least 1,000. This just basically, the higher the numbers, the better the quality of the picture. So just for the sake of time, I'm going to right click. I'm going to copy the image. I'm going to go back to our picture and I'm going to right click on my key, right click on my mouse, and then I'm going to paste. Okay, now there's a background here. You'll go up here to background remover, and there you go. So let's just say, again, the whole purpose of having an editable template is to be able to edit the template, right? And make it easier. So that's how we add the mascot, and that's how we hide that guy. That's how we hide that leg back there in the back that's kind of like not showing. Now, if you bring in a mascot and you want the colors to match, usually it'll give you usually it'll show you photo colors and it'll give you a match. If not, you can select the dropper. And like I'll go over here to the collar and see how it changed the effects, which is the border of the name. It went from that light blue to the dark blue. And you can do the same for your background elements. And but when you do that, it's going to automatically populate that color for you. So, food for thought. Now we're gonna change this. So I'm gonna bring this down here because this was just layered. Bring this down, and I'm gonna put. All you gonna do is click it 2 times. Bulldogs. Come down here to this one. Same thing. Click it. Bulldog. And they're going. Tiara. All right. So I'm gonna go to position layers, and I want to connect those. So I'm gonna hold the shift key, click them both, click group, bring it up here into my photo, and there I have bulldogs. I'm gonna ungroup it real quick because I need to change the colors in that. So I'm gonna alter that color by going up here to the text, and I've changed the color. All right. Now let me go to this one and let's see. Maybe I can do that. I'll go with that one. That looks halfway decent. Again, we go to position. It's gonna bring up all of our layers, and the first layer is already selected. Hit shift, click that second bulldogs, click group, and now they're together. So bring the name down, bring the dog up a little bit, and you just pretty much doing this. That's how we doing it. Okay. I don't know, bulldog. I don't know how you want to do that. Let's see. Let's see, because I don't really like how that is. I'm gonna try to fix it. Now it don't match right now, but when you get ready to take care of your images for your customer, everything gonna match. This is just an example. So I don't know if I like that. I feel like he needs something right here below him. It ain't enough going on. We'll go over here to elements and let me do white smoke. We're gonna get some white smoke, and I just want to touch him up a little bit, the bottom of him. Position to the front. I don't want that in here yet. And again, remember you can change all the colors. I don't think I'm gonna use that. I don't like it. Let's get some of this smoke just to kind of cover up his legs. To see how he look invisible? We're gonna fix that with some smoke. That's just gonna blend everything in. See how everything's blending? We're gonna have them harsh lines. And this is just a smoke effect. Alright. Alright, so good. So then we can put his name position to the front. We put his name like right here in the middle. Put the bulldog on him and bring him forward. And when you go over here and click the positions, you can bring it forward. You can take the dog to the back. You can bring him all the way to the front. And I want him behind the name. So yeah. What side I want to put this on? Okay. I'm still trying to figure out where should bulldogs be. 'Cause I don't like it. I don't really like it. Let me ungroup it. Maybe it's because it's straight. Maybe I need to change it. So let's go to effects. And I don't want it curved. So see how it's curved? I don't want it curved. So let me eliminate the curve. I want it to go back to how it was. Yep. So we do the same thing that we're just gonna take away the curve and make it straight. I don't like the way it was looking. We're gonna reshape it, put it at 0 degrees, layer it on top of that one. Go up here to position, layers, hit shift on your keyboard. You want to group those. And that's that. We'll put bulldog at the top. And I don't really like it like that. This his name. I gotta figure out how I want this name to go out there. I think I'm gonna do it like this. But maybe the dog is too big. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I just need to sit him right up here. Or maybe over here. You gotta sit right there. You just feel like it's empty. Feel like something to go right here now. Let's get rid of this background. I don't think I like the blue at the top. Let's delete it and see what goes. What happens when we delete it. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like all that blue back there. I think let's just get rid of it and see what happens. Because you don't have to use these elements if you don't want to. Let's find something different. So let's go back to elements real quick. I don't want to take too long doing this. Elements. Let's go back to, I like this one. This is explosive purple. But we're going to go to see more like this. No. Let's do explosive blue. All right, yeah, I like these. So, how about this? That ain't quite the same color. See if I can change it to being that bright. That's a little too dark, but let's see. Let's put it in the back and see what it look like. A little too dark. I don't know. We just playing around, friend. Trying to see what looks good, what doesn't. Again, you have to play around with this It ain't supposed to take all day, but you know how it go. If you know, then you know. I think I like that. I just feel like I need to find something for the back. Just put that in the back. What y'all think? Yeah, no. Like, what y'all think? I think the reason why I'm not liking it is because of that transparency on the back. I think that's what it is. I don't think I like the transparency. I feel like we gotta put something back there. So let's go with blue. Let's do dark blue elements. And this will just give you everything. Graphics. Let's do some graphics. See, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Why dark blue smoke? Mm, okay, I'm rocking with it. That's the back. Bring it up some. Let's do some stadium lights. Look a little dark. So let's put some of these right there. Duplicate. Lip horizontally. We're gonna put a pair over there. Okay. And we can take it back some layers. I want my lights. I want my lights to be in the front. My lights to be in the back. So you go to position, grab your lights, and then just using your mouse, pull it all the way down to the bottom. That's going to pull it back behind the elements. So that right there makes it brighter. And I think I'm going to put some at the top right here. And same thing with the position. We're going to pull into the back. Do it in front of the lights. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Now hold on, we got to see the position. Yeah, I like that. What y'all think? And this is simple.